Because we wanted to introduce you to two Aussie families from Sydney's southwest who are really worried by rising interest rates. Demir and Gordana Horvat from Denham Court are facing a big jump to their mortgage costs, while Campbelltown mum Nadal Karakai is worried, also deeply worried about the impact on her community and her family. I appreciate you all being with us this morning to explain. Nadal, to you first up. What impact will the rising interest rates have on people already struggling, and for your family in particular?
Look, definitely further sacrifice. Like families already here struggle with making ends meet, and prices have just skyrocketed already in the market.
Yeah.
So for sure, further sacrificing from house affordability to rising food prices and petrol prices, it's going to be a huge challenge.
So when you see experts out there saying, you know what, we think families are able to absorb this, they've seen it coming, how much of that is true, and how much further can you go on before you start to really feel the pinch?
Yeah, I was just listening in earlier. I just feel like, not much longer. Look, some of us might be in a better situation, but in general, I just feel like, it's going to be a bit of a struggle. And if that extra, say, $200 a month, or even if it's $160, that's still $160 that we could have spent elsewhere or on our children, that we now have to sacrifice just to be able to afford a home.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it?
It's a dream, it was an Australian dream to own your home, and now it just doesn't seem possible.
I think that's really interesting. Demir and Gordana, is it the same for you? And how do you prioritise where that money goes now, and what misses out?
Oh, look, definitely it's the same. We'll have to work out what we can do, what we should do, as far as little luxuries in life. It's when you look at $160, $200, $250 a month, may not seem like a major expense, but because it's added on every month, it becomes quite a lot. Something's got to give.
Yeah, and Gordana,
so there's a number of things that we're going to be looking at cutting out.
Go on. Sorry, Gordana.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. There's a number of things that we're going to be looking at cutting out. Obviously, everything just happened yesterday. We weren't really ready for it. Everyone expecting it, but we weren't ready for it. So it'll take a couple of days and a couple of weeks to work out what we will continue doing, what we will cut out, and what luxury we'll have to cut out of our daily lives.
Okay, Demir, you're also a mortgage broker. Did you see this coming?
Look, everybody knew that the increases are coming. We were being very lucky in the last few years to have such a low interest rates. We expected a rise. I didn't really expect it to be a 0.5% this time. As the lady said, you were speaking to earlier, everything increased. When we had a 4% interest rates, petrol was cheaper, electricity, everything was cheaper.
Yeah.
We've gotten used to the 2% and below and around that. It's going to be hard getting back to those ones, but it's something that we all expected.
Yeah. I think that's right.
So
just before we go, Nadal, we were talking before about how you balance, the equation for your family. I see that you've got one of your beautiful kids with you. Is it starting to show inside the family unit yet? Are those pressures starting to grow, or have you been able to kind of, keep it from them a little bit?
Yeah, look, I'm really good at doing that.
Yeah.
I obviously, I don't use words like, you can't afford this or you can't do that. I just try to word it differently. I'm very positive minded, so I don't like to, put negativity. I like to, spread the love, but I don't let it. I don't let it affect them. I'm probably one of the most more fortunate people, just because, we make smarter decisions. We sacrifice. I use the word again, sacrifice. We sacrificed a lot in order to get to the position we're in today, but not everybody is as lucky.
And what's that beautiful little one's name next to you? Because I know you've got a couple of other kids, but what's her name?
His name is Fidel.
Sorry about that. I can only see half his head from my angle. Beautiful to see you. Thank you for being with us this morning. We really appreciate it. And look, it's going to be tough for a while, but we appreciate you being able to tell your story on our show. Thank you.
Thank you.